welcome back. You ever feel like you just don't have it in you? You ever get so caught up in other stuff that you try to come down and focus, but you just can't focus, and it just seems like you just can't make anything work? I just, I think I need to walk away from this for a couple of weeks and give myself a break, but then I feel not connected. I feel like I try to avoid going on like social media and in going on social media when you see other leathercrafters, it seems like they're so busy and they're so confident and they're making such great products, and it's sometimes, to me, it's like it sucks because I feel like I'm not going to get anywhere near there. I just don't feel like I can get my mind to slow down and just come down here, relax, and just focus on things. Like, even it seems like things have changed even in the last 6 months. For some reason, I could balance the both. I mean, I could balance everything. I could balance my family life, I could balance work, and I could balance leathercraft. And I don't know, maybe it's just catching up to me where I just feel extremely overwhelmed. And then I feel like I'm forced to come down here because because of myself. I just force myself because I feel like I need to be connected and need to stay connected to this craft because, I can only pile so much stuff in this brain, and it seems like if I don't stay connected, I kind of lose how to do things, and I'm just overtired, or just like, even for Friday, I mean, my phone was just a lot of work being a plumber. It's 24/7. I mean, it's literally 24/7. I mean, I literally have to answer phone calls, text messages, emails, even all through Sunday. Sometimes it's just, it's crazy. But what I want to share with you guys today is that I don't know if you guys are like me, but, you buy a whole bunch of leather, and it seems like you make a couple projects out of it, and then you want to try another piece of leather. And so then you buy another piece of leather, and then you try a couple projects, and then it gets tossed on the last piece that you just bought. And then another time, and I get piles and piles of leather I got to stop. I'm going to stop buying leather. And I keep on trying different pieces of leather, and mostly it's for tote bags. And so I have all these pieces that are really not for wallets. It's really meant for bags, some type of bag. So then I'm getting piles and piles and piles of this leather, and that's a whole bunch of money sitting there. And then I keep on adding more leather. So it's like it's just been a little not overwhelming, but just a little bit like, all right, I got to pump the brakes on this. I don't make any money at this, and I spend a lot of money on this craft, and also the guilt of selling. I know it's going to sound like dogs are going crazy upstairs. Oh yeah, someone's walking by the bay window, so the dogs will see it and start barking. Because I do this in the honor of my granddaughter, I struggle sometimes with the idea of people thinking that I'm making money off her name. And it's something that's been like really, really, really getting to me. And I don't know, maybe that has a lot to do with me just pumping the brakes on this thing or whatever. But I've been having a hard time with it, is that I don't make any money on this. I absolutely make zero amount of money. I mean, I don't sell my bags for that much money, and it barely covers the cost of anything that I do, especially all my time. So it's like sometimes I have a hard time, like if I make a product, I even want to sell it. Like I give a lot of products away. I do. I give a lot of stuff away. I give away more stuff than I do sell stuff. But the whole thing of this guilt, thing of you know making money off my granddaughter's name. It's not like that at all. It's not. So I have all this leather, and it keeps on piling up. So I want to try to create another small bag, because most of the leather I have very small pieces of veg tan left that are most likely the right weight for wallets, but I have very little of it. And I have so much of chrome tan leather and different types of leather that's really meant for bags. And I got enough pieces where if I can come up with the right design for a small handbag, that I might be able to get most of this leather that I'm never going to purchase again. Like I want to get all this leather. It just bothers me. I want to get all of it out, so I kind of like can start fresh again, where I can get most of this leather out the door, and then clean up the shop, get rid of some scraps, and start focusing on what really the leather I like to stock, and then focus more on certain products instead of jumping all over the place. Like I'm always buying, I see something and I buy this leather, and then I have a whole bunch of it that I never use. So I'm trying to come up with a small handbag or something, You can see look at my workbench. I got all this leather that I want to make some type of small handbag, and I don't know if I have enough leather to make a long enough shoulder strap, because it seems like I always collaborate with my wife and my daughter, and it seems like they prefer if I make a bag with a shoulder strap or something. They don't want just a handle on it. So that limits me to how I can design a bag and how I'm going to do it with the amount of leather that I have left. So over the last week or week and a half, I've been messing around I came up with this little bag. This bag idea I've seen on Stock and Barrel YouTube channel. I think he said it was a makeup bag or something like that. I have made these things before, and so this I was just messing around, just because it's been a while since I sewed a zipper on, so I wanted to do it, but I got to come up with a design for a bag. And by the way, it's super, super, super nice having that Glowforge, because I can make up patterns, which works out great, because this is the pattern for this bag. And I actually made some holes into it, because if I decide to make this a little handle on it or something, because this could potentially be a bag, right? Like a little carry-on bag or carry bag or handbag. I need to come up with a bag design so I can work on getting some of all this leather that I got piling up. It's out of control. So then I went on the computer and I came up with a small messenger bag. And again, why it's so nice to have a Glowforge or a laser. I can make a pattern up with this 1/8" plywood, and you can make any, like, how you get those little strap down things for like a shoulder strap. I mean, you can make a pattern up right on the Glowforge and just cut it out of plywood. This is the only piece I had left for acrylic, but I'm like, you can make them out of plywood too. So I got a bunch of this plywood. So this is like the body of the bag, and then this would be the flap that goes over, and I'll show you. But I'm not really happy with this, so I might redo a whole thing. But so over the work week, here and there and everywhere, I made a small. This is not like a finished bag or anything. I just glued. I mean, I taped, just double stick taped the flap on it. But it's kind of like a small messenger bag. And then I just kind of threw this on the end, but I don't like this. But it took me a lot of strain, mentally strain, to try to figure this out. I'm not sure if I care for this thing, but I might be able to do something with it where I can get, I got enough leather to make quite a few of them in all different colors and different textures of leather. I just kind of come up with some type of design that I'm struggling on. And see what's happening with the gussets? See how they're folding like this? I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if anybody can help me with that. It's, it's like they're folding out instead of folding in. I'm not sure if I understand that. And if you can even see what I'm talking about, like the sides bulge out. So I'm not happy with it anyways. So I think the gussets, I don't want the bag this wide. I like to shorten it up about an inch. That's what I'm thinking. I don't even know. But see how like this gusset, here's the strap, and it wants to, I know it's probably got to do with the temperament of leather, because I just use this as like a prototype or a sample. It's not something, and it's like, maybe it's because of this particular leather. So I'm thinking about making the gussets smaller in width. I don't think I want the bag, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And then, I got to do something different with these. And that's the other thing. I didn't want to get into buying a whole bunch of hardware too. I'm trying to stop the whole buying thing. I'm trying to get, I got a whole bunch of leather here and I want to use it all up. I got some hardware, so I got to use what I have. I don't want to have to purchase anything. I have a feeling I have an idea of what I'm going to do about the straps, because I don't have long enough hide to make a big shoulder strap. So I do have enough pieces to make a shoulder strap with 2 pieces of leather. So I think, I don't know, I'm asking for everybody's help on this one, is that I think the way I can do it is with a buckle, like a belt buckle, but of course a smaller version, is put one half of the strap here with all the holes, and then another half up here with the belt buckle, strap buckle, and then join the two, and then I should be able to have enough leather to be able to do a shoulder strap by having, I just don't have a long enough leather to make one big long one. I could split it up in 2. So that's my other plan. And I measured out some leather for this, some of the pieces I have. I don't have enough leather long enough leather to make this whole back piece as one foot with the flap over, so I'm going to have to join two pieces. And I thought just, having this sewed here, I can probably sew it so that stays on there, because right now I said like how it's just double stick tape holding it on. So I need your help. I need to know what you guys think about. Or the other thing, the other thing too is I got to keep this thing as simple as possible, because I'm on such limited time that I'm just trying to find a way to be able to make a small handbag and not make it so difficult, and to be able to pump out a few here and there during the week and be able to get rid of some of this leather, because I'm drowning in leather. So the other thing too is that this has been the first time I did a bag with a gusset. I'm not sure if that even looks right, if that looks right to you guys or not, like with the seam. I picked the wrong leather to try out this bag, because this leather, nothing will glue to it. I mean, I've roughed up the leather and tried to glue it, and glue won't stick to this thing. The double stick tape, I heated up a little bit and then stuck it together, and it seems to hold, but see how it's kind of falling apart. So this leather I was struggling with it right from the get-go, so it was kind of hard for me. So these seams I had to pull apart, like I think 3 times. I tried with glue, I tried with double stick tape, and so I ended up using double stick tape in those little clips to kind of hold everything together. But I had a really difficult time with sizing up the gusset. I tried taking my pattern, my bag pattern, the front panel, and I took a string and I went around, the whole panel. And then once I had that developed length, I measured it, and I added like just a tiny little bit past what I needed, and it didn't seem to work out. I was and what else I did, if you notice in the bag, I have a center mark. I put a center mark on my panel, and I put a center mark on my gusset, and it still, it still didn't work out. I had to trim down the edges, which is not I had to trim down the gussets, which is not a big deal. I mean, but I like to see if I can get it more accurate, and I'm not sure. I started in the middle and worked myself around, but I'm not sure if I should start on an end and then work myself all the way around, and whatever I got left over I can just trim on this side instead of trying to trim out both. I don't know. But that's my idea of a small handbag, like a messenger bag. I didn't want to do one with a zipper, because a lot of people said that they would like the people that my wife and my daughter talked to, they like to get one with some type of enclosure. And I can make a bag with a zipper enclosure, but I don't have a lot of zipper left. And the whole goal is here to try to make some bags with what I have. And I have, I have quite a few small buckles. I think 3/4 inch strap buckles or belt buckles. That I originally bought those things because I was going to make dog collars. I'm done jumping all over the place. I got to focus. I want to focus on making a bag and getting some type of bag figured out, the pattern figured out, building it, getting all the details worked out, and then start making enough bags to be able to chew up or use up most of the leather that I have for making bags, because I want to get rid of all this leather and I want to start fresh and I want to start with something different. So that's kind of like what I've been working on, just trying to figure out another handbag. I don't even know if this is going to be it. I might change it and just go to something even more simpler than this. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to be. So that's what I've been working on down here, is trying to figure out a small handbag. I still don't know exactly what that's going to be yet. But that's about the only thing I can fit in this brain right now, and I'm not going to be able to, like I said, make any orders for people that reach out to me at this point. I have to. I'm setting myself a goal. I promised myself in the beginning of the year that I just can't keep on piling leather on top of leather, and I got so much of it that there's enough pieces there. I don't have enough leather to make more totes, so what I have is I got to make something work. I don't know what that is yet. I don't know how. I got to come up with some type of a small design that I can use with the material that I have. I have some hardware. I have enough leather. I think I have enough to make a strap with 2 pieces. I think some of them, I think I'm going to leave the strap unfinished, like not 2 pieces of leather sewn up for the shoulder strap. I think I might just leave it as one, to keep things so I'm not down here spending hours and hours and hours and hours making one bag. I don't sell these things for profits. I don't sell these things to make any money, but I also don't charge a lot of money for these things, so I got to keep it simple. Like, that's why tote bags are easy for me, because they're such a simple bag, and it doesn't take me a long time to make them. So I got to keep it small, simple, and pretty quick. So I mean, that's a big toll, I know, and to keep it to what I have here in the shop. I don't want to be purchasing any more leather. I'm just piling it up on top of piling up. I went through the other day and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even realize I had this leather. I mean, I have leather from when I first started. I have my first hide that I bought from Arcadian Leather, and it's, fairly big piece. I still have it. And I want to start using all that up. I don't want to be piling it up anymore. I know I'm sound like a broken record. Anyways, so that's what I've been working on, and I guess that's about it. All right. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.